everyone, and welcome to my channel. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day today. Today I am doing a reading from the Karmic to you, Divine Feminine. We will get loads of different messages from her for you. I will also finish off the reading with several songs too. Please note that this is only a general reading, not a personal one. So take the cards that resonate and leave out the ones that don't. Also, this reading is suitable for a Divine Feminine or a Divine Masculine. There is no gender in tarot. Now let's get started. What would the Karmic like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? You feel that he should have valued you when he had you, Divine Feminine. I am obviously the rebound or the placeholder that he is using to try to mend his broken heart caused by the separation between you both. He uses me for comfort, company, and as a distraction. I am the one who told him to ghost you, Divine Feminine. Some of you DFs were married to this man when you found out that he cheated on you with me. You divorced him afterwards. When we have sex, your ex pretends that I am you, Divine Feminine. Because he continues to do this, I put black magic on him. He deserves it. He makes me feel so insecure. No wonder I impersonate you. He is still obsessed with you. You really look after your appearance and you are so classy and pretty. I dress really provocatively on the other hand. I wear low-cut tight tops and short skirts or tight leggings where you can see what I have had for breakfast. I do this to get attention. He did crazy things to make you jealous after the breakup and make it appear like he had moved on and was very happy. Now though, he is sad and full of regret. Some of these masculines went on to marry the Karmic, me, whilst you were both in separation. No matter what I do, it appears that he will never forget you, Divine Feminine. When your ex was with you, he wanted me. Now that he is with me, he wants you back. The truth is that him and I both stalk you, Divine Feminine. He has humiliated and offended me so much lately. When we have sex and the lights are on, he closes his eyes. I know that he is envisioning you and your body, Divine Feminine. He is using my body so that he can fantasize over you. He is disrespectful and he is sending me around the twist. My jealousy is getting worse. Him and I are moody, obnoxious, and short-tempered. It is a complete disaster once we start fighting. The neighbours have called the police on us a lot of times. He dreams about you, daydreams about you, and masturbates over you. Where do I fit in to all of this? He attempted to teach you a lesson, Divine Feminine. He tried to show you that he could find someone better and quickly too. I was that person he used to try and teach you that lesson. However, it was all a failure because I tricked him, conned him, manipulated him, and catfished him. It blew up in his face, and I was the one who taught him a lesson. Everything that I have done has all been for nothing. He still thinks about you, DF. It was all a waste of my time. The sex magic, the love spells, the gang stalking, paying a practitioner, copying you and your appearance, trying to essentially become you, trying to satisfy him sexually with his kinks and fetishes, and obsessively bitching about you and running you down to him. I have run myself ragged to please this guy sexually. You name it, we have done it. He chose salt, me, over sugar, which is you, Divine Feminine. He's a smooth, charismatic guy who charms you with promises and vows to love you and says all of the right words. When it comes to delivering the romantic gestures, he doesn't come through. He talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. He is a narcissist, bisexual, smooth-talking player. A small portion of these masculines marry women who have money so that they can be supported financially. That's why they have a few marriages under their belt. One of his friends wasn't impressed that he was pursuing me behind your back. He thought it was so lousy of him, especially the way he did this to a woman who did nothing but love him. He said it was very disrespectful. You have done the shadow work and the inner healing work. I have done nothing because I am stuck in my South Node doing witchy things. I really don't care how my house looks. I just live there. What is the point in cleaning it when it will just get messy again the next day? In the past, he wanted both you and me and was stringing us both along with empty promises. Then Spirit exposed that he was with me behind your back. He was sneaky and he didn't want either of us to find out about the other one. He felt as though he was getting revenge on you by coming to me with a love offer. I really felt that me being in the picture and you finding out would have made you chase after him. I thought wrong, I guess. No matter what I do, I cannot stop this man from thinking about you. He has said your name in his sleep, Divine Feminine. He told me that things between you and him were never anywhere near as bad as they are now between him and I. He complained about you to me. Now, however, he feels that they were only trivial problems. Now that he is with me, he says he now knows what a real problem is. This man is your ex-fallen twin flame that I now live with. He used his free will and chose me, a karmic, rather than a divine path with you. Once he did this, he began to experience karma. One thing is going wrong after another for him now as a result of one decision that he made in his life. He misses the divine energy that you used to give him so freely. Your ex attempted to turn a karmic relationship with me into a divine one. Obviously, that was a failure. Spirit blesses divine relationships, not karmic ones. I cannot turn him on the way that I used to. You are a hard-working, loving, genuine, kind lady. He is so upset because you don't need him anymore for anything. For most of you DFs, he wasn't even honest enough to tell you about his sexual preferences, that he likes both men and women. He has sold drugs on and off throughout his life. That's how he finds his little groupies, by selling drugs to them. It is so horrible to be with a man who is not over his ex. That is you. It destroys my self-esteem. That is the reason why I'm always acting up. It is one way to really get his attention. Some of you DFs are white witches, even though you still believe in God. I am an evil black witch. I work with the devil instead. Him and I share a trauma bond. It is not a soul connection like you have with him. He is repulsed by me now. He said that he wishes he had never set eyes on me because I am ruining his life. He was careless, reckless, and foolish with your heart. He claims that he could have had a strong foundation with you, DF, and that with me, he cannot build anything. Your intuition is getting stronger and your spiritual gifts are growing. You are ascending and elevating spiritually. He told me that he chose the wrong woman to build a life with. He says that he should have chosen you and not me. He told me that you are a wonderful mother and that I am not. He is so drained by me, financially, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, and emotionally. He loves to watch tarot readings now. He only started to watch them after you and him separated. Now he is a sticky beak, using them to try and find out what you have been up to. Your ex tried his best to turn a karmic relationship into a divine one. He said that he doesn't want to be beaten up by my other lovers because I have created a competition, all because I cannot keep my pants on. For some of you divine feminines, he views you as some sort of a celebrity now. You are a star, whether that be that you have just written a book, you blog, you have a podcast, you have a YouTube channel, you dance or sing professionally, you are on television, you run a successful business. This makes his regrets even harder for him to handle now. Just because you have moved on from him, that doesn't mean that he has moved on from you. Physically he has because he is here with me, but you still have his heart, divine feminine. He thought that he could fulfill his dreams with me. He hasn't been able to though, as I am a devil. So now his heart is broken. He broke an angel's heart, you, and settled for a snake. For a portion of you DFs, I sent magic to you to try and take you out of this world. Spirit came in and protected you from it. Now I am fearing for my own life. I know the magic has to go somewhere, and I am praying that it doesn't come back and hit me and cause my demise. For a small portion of you DFs, I already had a husband, and I have put the masculine in a third party. How ironic is that? He put you in a third party situation with me. Now I have put him in one with my husband and I. What else would the karmic like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? He saw something glittery in me originally, and he jumped off a cliff into the unknown to experience some adventure, excitement, and spontaneity with me. All that glitters is not gold though, and he knows that now. He was a complete fool for choosing me, and he knows it now too. He feels torn because he still has feelings for you, but he lives here with me. I slept with his best friend. I am aware that he did love you, he still does love you, and he will probably always love you. He told me that he burned the bridge between you both. He is nothing special in the bedroom compared to some guys that I have had. He had you competing with many others for his love. It is what it is. He is an egotistical, toxic F-boy. Some of you Divine Feminines view him as a very wicked man. You feel that he is a coward that did so much behind your back because he never thought that you would discover it all. Spirit made sure everything was exposed to you though. I have abandonment issues. That's why I go to such great lengths to keep a man. I am scared of rejection. He is only into karmic connections that don't even last for long periods of time. He jumps from one karmic connection to another. I have been so anxious and worried lately. Living with him isn't easy. Plus, the spells that I sent to you have returned to me. Now I cannot sleep. I am being haunted by your ancestors. I am scared. I have witnessed paranormal activity in my own home. He resents me now for being so sneaky and pursuing him relentlessly to begin a relationship with him when he was already with another woman, you. I have been in the Five of Pentacles energy recently. Nothing is working out for me, no matter what I do. Most of you DFs feel as though he has made his bed and now he can lay in it alongside me and suffer for the choices that he has made. I was on a mission to separate you and him, and I did it. I hope that you won't ever go back to him again, Divine Feminine. It appears that you have discovered your authentic self after a lot of soul searching, remaining in hermit mode, healing, and repairing your heart. You don't even care that this ex-fallen twin flame fell off the right path anymore. You are not bothered about him. You see it as his loss now. I paid for a tarot reading, and the reader informed me that you are the Divine Feminine and I am the Karmic. I was floored. I thought that I was the Divine Feminine this whole time. He wants your forgiveness for him ghosting you. I did spells on your relationship with this ex to keep you two apart. I also do spells now on you and your divine partner, whether you have found him yet or if you are awaiting for him to arrive. I don't want you to have new love. That is how evil I truly am. You took your power back from this ex of yours, and you are so proud of yourself for doing this. It has opened so many doors for you. He wasn't sorry when he broke your heart and left you in the lurch. So why is he sorry now? I presume that it's because you have ascended and you are having a glow up. I know he wants to spin the block like this whole third-party betrayal didn't even happen. I don't see the point in working when I can get what I want and need from men. I will do anything to get my way in life. I am always doing all different sorts of rituals. I have summoned a lot of demons that are now after me. I have done spell work using food and drinks before. I have tried to attach myself to other people's destinies. I have done this so that they can take on my bad karma and I can attach myself to their blessings and dharma. It is called destiny swapping. He couldn't control you, DF, and he thrives on being in charge in his relationships. He has had wet dreams over you. I know because I was in the bed with him when it happened. It made me so angry. I told him that he is just using me in the physical. I also feel that when he has sex with me, he's pretending that I am you. It is so sick and twisted. It is one of the main reasons that we fight, you know. You know that people like me who play in the dark arts cannot expect to have a wonderful life. Whatever you put out into the universe is exactly what you get back. It is the law of karma. You probably feel that I am very immature because I targeted you when he was the one who did what he did and got us entangled in the third-party situation. You are at the stage now where what I say about you doesn't even faze or bother you. That is how much healing that you have done, Divine Feminine. A small portion of UDFs relocated to get away from both him and me. He loves taking risks all of the time. That is why he has a criminal record. He only took soft drugs like weed up until he met me. I got him hooked on the heavy drugs, for example, fentanyl or heroin or meth. If I had real self-worth and self-love, I wouldn't feel like I had to compete with you constantly, Divine Feminine. Child services have been on my case due to child neglect accusations. In the past, I didn't realize that I had an STD until I went to the doctor about my pregnancy. Then they ran blood tests because I was feeling so unwell. DF, you faced all of the pain that he caused you head on. You processed it all. allowed yourself to feel all of the emotions and even cry. Then you let it all go once and for all. I tried to build off your pain, Divine Feminine. So how could I expect this relationship to be blessed by God? I know that you are aware of who I am and what I do because you found out through tarot readings. In the beginning, I fed his ego and told him how wonderful he was. That was the love bombing stage. He fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Honestly, I would like to meet up with you and discuss everything regarding this damn love triangle and the role that I have played in it. There are probably things that we have in common. We have obviously been through a lot of the same things with this one man. That is what we have in common. I know that you are in the spotlight now. It makes me admire you and really look up to you. But at the same time, it makes me feel jealous and envious of you too. The financial hardship that we are in now means that we cannot afford our party lifestyle. He told me in a fight that no one has ever made him feel as good and as loved as you did. My pH balance is way off due to me not using protection and sleeping with both men and women. I am depressed and anxious now. He claims that you sent him back to the streets where he belongs, to have as many karmics and as much sex, drugs, and alcohol that he wants. Some of you only discovered that you were in this third-party situation with him and me at the end of the relationship with him. Then you kicked him to the curb. I have sex with one man, then sex with a woman after that, and so on. Sex is extremely important to me. I have a sex addiction and I am bisexual. Also, sex is how I acquire money and gifts, mainly from men. I need a spiritual bath. I have the remnants of other men and women still inside my body. I am his ex, who he returned to, Divine Feminine. How dare he put you in a third-party situation with me? This is how you feel, DF. He ruined all chances that he ever had again with you. He was going back and forth between you and me, playing us against one another. When he had a problem with one of us, he would go back to the other and then bitch, and so on. He is such a sooky baby when it comes to you now, Divine Feminine. I have caught him crying several times. He and I feel that you have been exposing the darkness in both of us and in my family, my friends, his friends, and his family. We used to love going to sex shops together. Now, though, our sex life is dwindling away. We both hate using condoms. I am very dangerous and I am a she-devil. For some of you DFs, I took your business, your home, and your assets via him. He used to pay for stuff for me like pampering, pedicures, manicures, shoes, makeup, and even jewelry. Now though, he is so low on money, he can't afford it all. So I need to find someone else who has more money that I can benefit from. I don't understand how you have healed from all of the bad intentions that I sent your way. You must be an earth angel. He underestimated your intelligence. He is used to uneducated, ignorant karmics. I have had no growth in my life at all recently. In fact, I am descending. I walked in on him and heard him running me down to his friends. I go off the deep end. I cannot control my anger. I also love to get revenge on people who hurt me in any way. I am jealous that Spirit is spoiling you now, especially financially. I hate that you have the ability to manifest. He put you in a third-party situation and thought that you would never find out. His plan blew up in his face when you were enlightened about it by Spirit, and then you took off, Divine Feminine. He only stays with me because you have moved on. He actually has told me this. The fact that you are ignoring him only makes him more obsessed with you, Divine Feminine. He is on the down low. I was always a rebound to him. He used me to get over his feelings for you. We had great times together after he broke your heart back then, that is. We were celebrating big time. Fast forward to today, the energy between us is completely different. We are sick of one another. I told him that you were the one who wanted to take advantage of him. I also told him that you were evil and that he needed to get rid of you. I also said that you were cheating on him. It was all a bunch of lies. However, he believed it. He should have known better and that you weren't doing those things. But I put magic on him and it worked. Now, however, he's feeling sorry because he knows that you are an earth angel and he has figured out that I am a vicious devil who will not stop until I get what I want. He's used to hitting it and quitting it. He's into casual sexual encounters purely for physical gratification. The stench coming from me down there is a result of the untreated STDs that I have had before. I guess I will have to start putting more energy into my personal hygiene and less energy into watching tarot readings on you. See, he's the kind to break people's hearts, a real heartbreaker. However, his heart feels broken by you now, DF, because he has realized that you will never take him back again. What goes around comes around. Now he knows how you felt when he ran off with me. The shoe is on the other foot. Most women in the past have chased him. However, you, being the empress that you are, weren't about to do that. You realized that he didn't even have much going for him anyway at the end of the day. I am a gossip and I made up so many rumors about you and him and spread them around to my friend group and my family. I initiate problems wherever I go. I am always starting trouble somewhere. That is just who I am. He turns some of you divine feminines into a complete workaholic. You are so driven and determined now to achieve all of your goals and your dreams. You gave him the world, and all he did was play games with you and treat you like you were beneath him. He moved on very fast with me, and that hurt you to the core, divine feminine. What else would the karmic like to say to you today? You just keep leveling up and leveling up. I cannot believe it. You are unstoppable. This masculine has been acting like a Knight of Wands in reverse. However, he pretends to be an emperor for you. He told me that I am really dumb and that he loves the way that you are so smart, divine feminine. He had a rough childhood and was never shown real love. That is why he couldn't love you properly. For some of you DFs, he has probably given you PTSD with the way that he mistreated you, disrespected you, played mind games with you, and then tried to replace you. I put spell work on him to distort his thoughts. It made him view you in a negative light, and me he viewed in a positive light. He tells me that I need a mental health assessment. Some of you wonder why I tolerate him putting me down, constantly comparing me to you, and actually telling me that he still has feelings for you. I really don't know why I allow it. I guess it is my lack of self-esteem, my lack of self-love, and my desire to be wanted that keeps me here with him. He watches your Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, if you have these, of course. He's extremely bold about it and does it right in front of me. He has turned me into a crazy, lunatic woman who is very insecure, unpredictable, and anxious. To be honest, he is sending me crazy. A few of you divine feminines are convinced that your ex was a psychopath. When you were loving him so much and hoping it would work, he didn't want it. Now that he has encountered me, he is obsessed with getting you back and is in love with you now. You are the one who isn't interested in him anymore. His money isn't going well at all. DF, he manipulated you, and now as a true karmic, I manipulate him. I walked in on him having a conversation about you with his friends. He said that he wants a second chance with you, divine feminine. He thinks that I am immature, irresponsible, and abrupt. I have heaps of third parties I get around. I am a master manipulator and you are a master manifester. You have shocked me in the way that you are an alchemist. You have turned all of the magic that I sent your way into blessings and abundance for yourself. I don't truly love him, and yet I don't want him to leave me and go back to you. So I just stay here. You never felt that this man would leave you high and dry like he did. Your faith in God is what saved you from the spell work I sent your way. I tell my mum all about you and how he won't stop spying on you and how I feel like he doesn't love me anymore. You will never get over how nasty and despicable he was in the end towards you. He more or less left you for dead. He is a Casanova. He is very smooth and he is a sweet talker. He is very convincing and wins women over because he is great with his words. I feel as though my job is complete now as a karmic. I have destroyed any chance that he had for a promising future with his empress, and that is you. I am stuck in karma and you are getting dharma. He just discovered that you are a chosen one. Now he is in awe of you and full of remorse. We have trauma bonded over our childhood trauma and codependency issues. I realized that you were divinely protected when you kept surviving all of my attacks that I sent your way. I catfished him. He was so lustful that he missed all of the red flags. We have the same addictions. That is what our connection is based on. To him, it's lust with me, not love. The struggle and the heartbreak that he put you through made you stumble across your strength. We both lie and cheat on one another. He is so fake, dear. You are better off without him, and deep down, you know that. I keep his mind clouded with spell work and encourage him to drink and take drugs. You resonated more with him before you ascended and became the Empress and became so highly vibrational. He thinks that you still want him now. I tell him all the time that you don't. He couldn't live up to who you wanted him to be. I was so busy trying to impress him, whilst you were so busy following spirit and your life purpose. I know that deep down he is distraught because he stuffed up with a true goddess by trying to replace her with a karmic no-hoper. His mother really does not like me. I am not stupid. I know that she covers for him when he lies to me, which is all the time. A part of me just wants to end things with him and be free. The envy and jealousy that I have regarding you and him is taking a toll on my health now. I know that he wants to come back your way, dear. He is waking up to my outrageous behavior. He thought that you were so hung up on him that you would have a breakdown without him. It looks like he underestimated you, dear. He screamed waved at me and told me that he would have had a beautiful, abundant, fulfilling life with you. I am over here teaching him one karmic lesson after another. You just realized that all of this that you endured wasn't even worth it. He wasn't worth it. Your heart is completely closed off to him now. After what the two of us have done to you, DF, I cannot see you rushing into a new relationship anytime soon. He discarded you, ghosted you, and left you out in the cold with no answers and no explanation. You were probably wondering what had just happened, and you were left in a state of utter confusion. We lead a wild lifestyle. Some of the things that we are into include group sex, threesomes, S&M, and sex for money. We do all sorts of drugs, including meth, pills, and weed. And we always drink together as well. I have hurt so many people in my life using magic. I sold him an illusion, and he was dumb enough to fall for it. I am actually someone from his past. We go way back. We just reconnected later on in life. I am delusional to even think that you would even want him or take him back after the shocking betrayal. He hid how promiscuous he actually is from you. He behaved like a saint with you, dear. I am a narcissist, and I think that he is one too. He only cares about his stomach and what hangs off the end of it. I take him for granted all the time, just like how he took you for granted, Divine Feminine. I keep him bound and stuck with spell work. He is not going anywhere. DF, he is a shapeshifter. He changes his physical form at will for each woman that he encounters. I am angry that you are living the life that you were not supposed to. I tried so hard to hold your blessings back, but you ended up getting them anyway. I guess good does prevail over evil. I am feeling hopeless and helpless at this time. He bitched a lot about your spirituality and said that you had no intuition. He thought that part of you was nuts. I am batshit crazy, DF. I've got a few loose screws. I have done so much spell work on him that it is not funny. That's why he treated you so badly. I did moon magic on you to affect your money and your health. The people that he trusted the most have betrayed him now. I tried to cause blockages and obstacles in your life to stagnate you. I threw magic at you prior to knowing your spiritual rank. I continued to do it after as well, and now I regret it. As soon as I get money, it is spent. I cannot hold on to it at all. He gets the worst revenge on women who leave him. I got pregnant on purpose to make him stay. Your ancestors and even my own ancestors are angry with me. I am a yes woman when it comes to him. I will do anything that I have to in order to keep him. I sent you psychic attacks to dim your spiritual gifts. I am so infatuated with the way you look, especially your hair and your eyes. He told me that you wanted a commitment and that he wasn't ready to give it to you. We have threesomes regularly, or at least we used to. I have no goals or dreams or direction in life. He comments on my body and makes me feel insecure. He compares my body to yours. I hate it. He is aware that you just wanted an equal give and take. He just chose not to give it to you. I drain his energy all the time. I am an energy vampire. I have attempted to make him jealous by telling him about my other options. All of the bad things that I wished on you are happening to me. I am in the 5 of Pentacles. I found pictures of you in his phone. He was drunk and he fell asleep and left it open. I snoop a lot. You are held in high regard by the universe. I know all of his deepest, darkest secrets. I have threatened to tell you everything. We were fighting and he told me that I am nothing special compared to you, Divine Feminine. I sleep with other men and women behind his back. He is obsessed with you now because he says that you are building an empire all alone. I bullied him into staying in a connection with me. I love to go after men who are not available. He told me that you are an angel and that he views himself as the devil for what he has put you through. I am a karmic. I am an opportunist. I have lied, cheated, and stolen before, and he knows this. He didn't listen to his intuition regarding the red flags when it came to me. He is a serial dater and a serial cheater. It really annoys me as he has accidentally called me your name before. He rejected you and now you are in the 10 of Pentacles. This is his loss and he is kicking himself. You are an Empress and I am a Queen of Wands in reverse. I sold him a dream and delivered him nothing. I shapeshift all the time and I mirror people's personalities so that they feel we have a lot in common. He is resentful that you are shining so bright without him. Your life has improved dramatically without him in it. Let me look at a few cards out of my deck that's available on Etsy now. What else would the Karmic like to say to you today? He used me to try and get back at you, to spite you, once you walked away for good. I think that the more time he spends around me, the more he craves you, Divine Feminine. I was always in between the two of you, causing issues. He is in deep despair now, as he realizes that he was supposed to build an empire with you. You have gone on to build that empire alone. He is so upset that you are in your life purpose, Divine Feminine, without him. He never thought that you would actually walk away. He loves to have a lot of different women and men to stroke his ego. His biggest mistake was telling me the feelings that he has for you. I couldn't handle it, so I retaliated against you. He talked badly about you to me. We talked and gossiped about you together a lot. I was laughing at you when I took your man. Now I am crying because that same man wants you back. Now I understand how you felt, Divine Feminine. He has actually hurt both of us. I am anxious and depressed about this situation. I have watched you rise from the ashes, Divine Feminine. I send you so much evil eye, and you rise above it every time. The more I try to push you down, the more you get blessed and rewarded. He juggled us both, so a part of me knows how you feel. He is used to toxic relationships. He didn't know what to do with you because you have class, you are very balanced, and you are a divine being. You were his divine partner. You two could have had it all had I not come in the middle of it. It is what it is, though. Now he is on a karmic path with me. Now that you have given up on him and you no longer care, he wants to march back into your life like this whole third-party situation never even happened and start over with you. He hates that you caught onto his lies, Divine Feminine. He got sloppy. I wish that he was obsessed with me as he is with you. What do you have that I don't? When you were loving him so much and hoping it would work, he didn't want it. Now that he has encountered me, he is obsessed with getting you back and is in love with you. Now you are the one who isn't interested in him anymore. I wanted revenge on you because you live in his head rent-free. He calls me a mental patient. He is so harsh and puts me down constantly and makes me feel so insecure and less than. I am obsessed with both you and him. I watch tarot readings on the two of you, as I know that you were in the past divine counterparts. I have been on a mission to keep you two apart. Dealing with me made him lose his divinity. He knows that the contract he had with you is completely broken now. I won't allow him to grow or ascend because then he will leave me. He has the justice system on his back now. I am a Queen of Wands, and I know that you are all 4 queens in the deck. You are the Empress. This is why I am so threatened by you. It kills me that you know exactly what is going on in our lives, Divine Feminine. He knows that leaving me will be nearly impossible, and that's why he stays. He is aware that I am a fatal attraction. I know that you were trying to bring him closer to God. I was doing the opposite. I keep him stuck in his addictions, in devil energy. I sleep with strangers and don't even use protection. He has the hide to have sex with me and then pillow talk about how much he loves his Empress, and that is you. He is so infatuated with you. He was trying to make me dress like you, act like you, even talk like you, Divine Feminine. Because he forfeited his divine union for me, you will now get double the divine inheritance. You get his portion and yours, Divine Feminine. I am everything that you are not. I am a liar, you tell the truth. I am evil, you're an angel. I am a taker, you are a giver. I am promiscuous, you are modest with your sexual energy. I am a criminal, you are a law-abiding citizen. I love drugs and drinking, you lead a healthy lifestyle. I mooch off people, you are financially independent. I am a bum, and you are ambitious. Now we will get several songs for you. The lyrics in these songs reflect how the Karmic thinks and feels about you, him, and herself currently. My Obsession by Icehouse. Man Eater by Hall & Oates. Wish I Could Be Her by K. Michelle. She's So Mean by Matchbox 20. Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. Run Around Sue by Hall & Oates. Stressed Out, 21 Pilots. Voyeur by Blink 182. Demons by Doja Cat. Rebound by Jennifer Lopez. Torn Between Two Lovers by Mary McGregor. Green Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf. Impersonator by Sabrina Claudio. Can't Forget You by Gloria Estefan. Creeping Up on You by Darren Hayes. Jealousy by Olivia Rodrigo. Trainwreck by James Arthur. Nothing Sweet About Me by Gabriella Silmi. And the last one is Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. Hopefully this reading brought you some clarification and was interesting for you, Divine Feminine. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!